Okay, hello. Welcome to a tier list. So, I have decided I'm going to be doing a tier list of all of the Danganronpa characters because I would like to do Danganronpa related content, but I have already played all the three main games. I've read the manga for Ultra Despair Girls, and I've seen the anime. So I can't really do any of that since it wouldn't really be interesting replaying something and not having that initial shock value that most people have while playing the games for the first time. There are characters from the novels, the Danganronpa Zero novel, and it looks like from what I've seen, the Kirigiri novels, which I have not read neither of those because they don't have an official English translations. So I kind of can't. I'll get to it whenever if I can find a translation or if they ever publish one. That'd be kind of nice. But this is going to be the first video for my Danganronpa series. I'm hoping after this I might get into a fan game. I know there's a really popular one, Eden's Garden, that came out. I did play the prologue for that already, but it's fine. I don't even think they're out with anything else yet. I don't think they have like any first chapters or anything, so I might play that when it comes out. And I haven't looked into it yet, but I'm probably gonna be playing other fan games or doing other uh, videos related to characters and whatnot. I don't know. I haven't planned it out yet. I don't plan anything out. I just know that I want to do this and I want to do other Danganronpa related videos because it's my all-time favorite fandom or series or games or whatever. I don't know. I'm kind of obsessed with it. It's kind of weird. But anyway, let's get into it. I'm gonna birch. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember half of the names from the anime, and I don't know some of the names from Ultra Despair Girls. But you know what? We'll just go with it. We're just gonna wing it, because you know that's what we're gonna. That's how we do everything. We just wing it. So, first we got Leon. He was okay. I didn't really get to know him too much since. Oh, also, before I get into this, big spoilers. There's going to be spoilers for every game and the anime. Because obviously I'm going to be talking about who dies and who doesn't die and how I feel about the characters. And how they, what their roles like in the fandom or whatever. So, just, if you don't want spoilers, don't watch this video. That's all I'm saying. I should have said that way sooner, but I almost forgot. It's fine. First, we're gonna go on with Leon Kuwata. Again, I didn't really get to know him. He was the first to die, or first to execute in the first game. So it's like you don't really get to know those characters too much. I feel like I don't know. I'm gonna put him in neutral for now because I don't hate Leon. I can't really hate someone I don't know that much. But at the same time, I didn't really get to like him either. Next is Akane Owari. I'm gonna absolutely slaughter these names. I can't even pronounce stuff in English, so excuse me for my really bad pronunciation for some of these names. Akane, I liked her. She was like funny at times, but at the same time she could have also been like pretty annoying during the trials. Because like she just didn't get it, but also we love Akane. Well, not love, I like her. She's not bad. Alter Ego. Alto's ego, I'm gonna put her in him in neutral. Like again, I think they tried giving the AI a bit too much emotion, even though like AI plays a big part in the first and second game. With like, I don't see how you can like put your consciousness or feelings into a computer. I just don't get it. It confuses me. I don't like being confused. So, but Alter Ego was really helpful and really nice. So like, you don't hate him either. But I just didn't generally like the getting that information did literally nothing for them to escape the first game. So Alter Ego didn't necessarily even need to be in the game for the story to progress the way it did. They could have just done the same thing. And he wasn't even mentioned throughout most of Chapter 4 with all that stuff going on with Sakura, and then died right afterwards. No, quote unquote, died. You can't really kill an AI. But next is Angie. I'm gonna put Angie. Honestly, I didn't really like Angie that much. I'm gonna put her in hate. I know a lot of people really like Angie, and I can understand why. She's like quirky and cute, but they just ended up making her really annoying, and I really just hated it. It was all about Atua, and I just really thought she was annoying and unnecessary, and her death was almost meaningless. Like, she only died because she was in the wrong place at the wrong time, which I know can be true about other characters that have died. But they could have done so much better with her character. Like, I wish, like, instead of her being a victim in Chapter 3, that she could have actually have successfully started a cult and she could have been a really good killer. It would have been so much nicer. She had so much potential to start up a cult in Chapter 3 and then convince her followers to do the killing for her or something. Like, I haven't thought about it too much. I just know that it could have been way better if they would have let her have that cult that she so badly wanted. Blood sacrifices and stuff. Like, it was all laid out on the table. She wants blood sacrifices. She's very religious. She obviously had a following. It was just so sad to see such good potential wasted. Next, is Byakuya Tagami. I hope I said that right. I used to call him Byakuya or something. I know it's not Byakuya. I used to call him something. It wasn't Byakuya, but I actually kind of like Byakuya. He's... Excuse me? No idea what that was. But anyway, I'll have to say he is my... Out of all three of the antagonists, he is my least favorite antagonist. But he's also has to be one of my favorite people from the first game. He kind of like, I don't know, they were trying to make him like so hardcore and edgy in the first two chapters, especially what he did with Chihiro's body. But then after that, he just hid away in the library and swatted off Toko all the time. And he didn't really do anything else until that really epic thing between him and Hina in Chapter 5, which was honestly really cool. Not Chapter 5, Chapter 4, my bad. And then he actually started, getting a little bit of character development, but I think they could have gave it to him a lot sooner. And at the same time, even if he didn't get that character development sooner, he still should have done more antagonist things. Like, the only thing he really did after messing with Chihiro's body was just argue and pout like a spoiled teenager or spoiled child. Because, he's rich. He's obviously spoiled and he thinks he's better than everyone. But he just, like, stomped around like a little baby for the rest of the time. But honestly, I do like him. He had some really great moments. And I'm not gonna. I really like his design too. It's like, I don't know. He was one of my favorites from the first game, honestly. Even though he could have been written a little bit better between chapters 3 and 4, but it's whatever. Celeste, I didn't really like her. There's no like dislike, so I'm just gonna put her in hate. But I don't really like she's not neutral, but I also don't like her either. It's like, I don't know. She was just kind of creepy, weird, distant. I'm just also not that big of a fan of goths. I know some people like the big titty goth girls, but she's not. She's just like greedy and rude and selfish, and that her colors really come out in chapter 3. I don't know, especially like even with all of that, what made me dislike her the most is whenever she falsely accused Taka of sexually assaulting her. I forgot exactly what it said in text, but I think she said that he took inappropriate pictures of her and blackmailed her with it, which we all know is a big fat lie. Taka would never do that. He is such an angel. So, that falsely accusing is just like, that's just not cool, dude. So, yeah, I'm just gonna leave her there and hate and hope people don't hate me. I know a lot of people like Celeste too, but like, it's fine. This is all my opinion anyway, so it's fine. Chiaki, I love Chiaki. I'm gonna put her up here. Yeah, a favorite. She's a favorite. Gamer chick. Yeah, she's definitely a favorite. I didn't really hang out with her as much as I should have in the second game. I forgot who. I think I was like trying to get with Mikon, and who was it? I forgot. It's been so long since I've played the games. Oh, I don't remember who I was trying to get with in the second game. It's fine. We'll figure it out. But like, she was always very helpful. Always knew what to do. Like, and her story was just amazing. She had a great storyline, especially in the anime. I cried during the anime, if you guys know what I'm talking about. And then, like, realizing that she wasn't, spoilers, that she wasn't, like, actually alive during the second game, and that she didn't get to leave with them was just so sad, especially after her death in chapter 5. It was just, she had such an amazing story, and I just think she's a really good character. She's just great. Chihiro, regular Chihiro, I'm gonna put him in like, I didn't have any special connections with him. I did freak out a bit when I figured out he was a dude. I remember it being like midnight and I'm just screaming in my living room, he's a trap? It was, yeah. It's fine. But like, yeah, he was cool. He was like a cool little dude. But I didn't like hang out with him as much as I probably should have. And he also died early on, even though he left behind alter ego and had all this cool stuff. He was pretty useful, but at the same time, you know, if you know, if you don't, then it's fine. If I'm confusing you with all the, oh, then it's fine. Just, Chisaki, I think her name is. Chisaki, Cheesy, Chuzu. The teacher from the anime. I liked her. Yeah. I'm gonna say I liked her. She was really good in what was it? the despair arc. Even though she did end up, betraying everyone and all that junk. It was totally not her fault. We all know everything that happened in the entire series is 100% Junko's fault. We all know that. But we can also blame a few other people like Hajime and the entire school of Hope's Peak Academy. Like, they did absolutely nothing. If anything, they made it worse. So screw them. But anyway, Chisaki, I don't know, the teacher, she was like really good. I really liked her. She had some really funny moments in the anime, even though it was sad that she had died. And like later on, it's whatever. The anime really confused me. I didn't even watch it correctly the first time, because you're supposed to go back and forth from the despair arc to the future arc. And you're supposed to flip flop between them every episode. I didn't do that. I watched the entirety of the despair arc first, and then I went and watched the future arc, and then the hope arc, of course, and the OVA. But yeah, she was pretty cool. I liked her. This guy, I think he was the ultimate farmer. I'm gonna do a neutral on him. You literally see him for like only a few minutes in the anime, and then he instantly dies. I thought he was pretty funny because like he's a big burly black dude, but he sounds like an 8-year-old girl. I thought that was pretty funny. But then, he died. I don't have much to say about him. Ryuhiko Kuzuryu. I'm gonna say I love him. He's one of my favorites, of course. It took me a while to start liking him though, because he was always like such a baby about everything. But then he had that really nice character growth with Peko. But at the same time, I didn't know if he was just like, because he's a Kuzuryu. He's from the Yakuza. He knows how, he would probably know how to manipulate and get in with the group just to kill someone if he really needed to. So I didn't know if he was just gonna backstab us at all at any time soon. But he eventually grew on me. He became one of my favorite people. Yeah, she's, Genocide Jack, definitely going up in one of my favorites. She's super funny, and I just love her so much. Like, initially, I really didn't like Toko that much at all. Because, she was just annoying and bitchy and really clingy towards Byakuya. It's kind of annoying. But then I read through the manga for Ultra Despair Girls, and eventually I watched someone play it on YouTube because I didn't have money to buy it, but it's fine. And I was really thinking about, like, they explained her character more, and then she gets so much character development and becomes such a great character. I just couldn't help but love her. Gonta is amazing. He is such a sweet, innocent child, and nothing is going to change my mind from that. He literally did nothing wrong, and he was wronged so bad by Kokichi. It's like he only did what he did out of the love of his heart. And well, you can't blame him. I love Gonta, and if you don't love Gonta, then you can join the Gonta hate club. And we will judge you forever. So next, I believe this is Celeste's cat. I'm gonna put it in no opinion, Because it was one of the little note cards you got in Ultra Despair Girls. I don't know too much about the captives. Excuse me. I don't know too much about the captives from Ultra Despair Girls. Because they didn't have those in the manga. You don't really get to know much about the other captives while reading the manga. And the person I watched play the game on YouTube didn't get all of them. And I, for some reason, being the obsessive person I am, I never, surprisingly, never Googled it. So I don't really know much about the captives. There's probably someone here I don't even know. So, but like, I don't like Celeste, but her cat's demonic, I guess. I'm looking at it. I was gonna say cute, but no, just demonic. But I don't really have any opinion on him. I don't know what its name is. The bull dude from the anime. I'm gonna put him in neutral as well, cause like, again, I don't know if I just really suck at paying attention, or if they just make all these characters and don't give them enough screen time, because I didn't really know him as much. I get to know him as much before he died as well. Because I think he was only in a few episodes of the Future arc before he died. I think he was like the second person dead, second or third. And so like, yeah, I don't have much. I guess his bull head is cool. I wish we would have got to see his actual face though. Like, we know he has one because they like took the bull head off and covered his face up with a cloth out of respect, but like, still. Gundam Tanaka. I love Gundam. I love his hamsters. I actually have a hamster myself. I used to have guinea pigs, and I named one of my guinea pigs after his hamster Junpei. I don't Jumpy. It's Jumpy. I pronounced it Junpei because I'm an idiot. And this was like 2 years ago, so I've grown up. I know better now. It's fine. I also know it's not a hamster, but it's fine. You know, it's still a rodent. Deal with it. Sue me. But Gundam is great. He sacrificed himself for the greater good, and honestly, a lot of people do say he's annoying. I don't think so. I think he was always so creative and outgoing, and I always liked hearing the things he had to say. I loved the way he talked. I absolutely love the ship with him and Sonya. I think they will be a very great couple together. I just know they're together after they left the island. I just know it. Hajime, I'm gonna put him neutral. I can't really say I like Hajime. He has to be my least favorite protagonist out of all of them. Because he was just kind of boring. I know he had a really big part to play in the anime, becoming Izuru and all that, but at the same time, that just makes him really stupid. Because Junkie was telling him the whole time that, hey, you're perfect just the way you are, you don't need talent, I like you the way you are, you don't need to change. Like, he had a 10 out of 10 gamer girl, ready for him, and he just said, no, I'm gonna go get talent, and then completely messed up his entire life. But, ooh, look, he has talent now, but he doesn't have his 10 out of 10 girl, and he will forever be alone. So, Hajime, screw you, you're such an idiot. You can stay there neutral. Fumi, I thought he was kind of annoying. Honestly. Like, yeah, I do like a good otaku here and there after a while, but like, he was too much of a simp. And well, not as much as the stuff as Kachuichi was, but still, it's like his one personality trait was something over Celeste and sexual stuff, which I know would be very hypocritical of me saying that because, oh, Toku was a giant simp. All she did was obsess over Byakuya. But yes, I get that. But Toko also like had more to her character than that. She had a whole like compelling backstory and opinions and stuff, and we just didn't get that from Hifumi. Unfortunately, we only got him simping over the goth chick and him always making sexual innuendos, which really just got annoying after a while. And yeah, Himiko, I honestly hated her throughout the entirety of V3. I like her better now, but I'm gonna keep her in hate because I'm just gonna explain why I hated her. I thought she was super annoying and she was super useless. Oh my god, she just never shut up about magic. It was just so annoying. Literally, I wanted to throw her a lot during V3. It was. I was kind of sad that she didn't die anytime throughout the entire game. I'm actually surprised she lived that long because she's just dumb. Like, honestly, I think it would have been great if Angie would have controlled her into like getting killed or something. Angie should have killed Himiko and everything would have been great. But that didn't happen, obviously. I know a lot of people do like Himiko. I like her design. She's really cute, and I can see it why people would like her, but I just thought she was annoying little brat throughout the entire game. Asahina in the favorites. I love Asahina. I'm pretty sure most of my favorites are from the first game. I think maybe. I can't remember. We'll go through the list, but Asahina is great. She is so lovable and kind. I just love her to bits. I really hope she opens up that donut shop. I really do. And she was very, like, yeah, she's not the smartest tool in the shed, but she was the most relatable one, for me at least. Like, I'm not anywhere near athletic or anything like she is, but, like, her reasonings and the way she thinks about things, to me, was really relatable to how I think about things, and it's just, she was so great to be there, to experience. She was great to experience. I'm gonna put you, I forgot your name, Hagakuri, I'll put you in like, you're okay, she was pretty chill. I was honestly really surprised to find out she was Hagakuri's mom, because, like, how does this come out of that? I don't know. Especially since she seemed very reasonable and not crazy, and not high off of everything all the time. It's like, she was chill, she was, like, I wish she could have been more helpful in Ultra Despair Girls. Because, like, they had this whole thing about giving her the cards so they can go out and look for those people, for the captives. But that was it. They didn't actually bring any captives back. It would have been so nice to, like, if they actually start adding in the people that you give the cards for. And you got to meet more of the captives and learn more about them, other than just, oh, this is their card, we'll look for them. And then they never get mentioned again in the whole game. I think that would have been cool if we actually got to meet all the captives. Because meeting Yuta was really cool. Yuta's not even on this list. No, he is. I see him. But meeting Yuta was really cool, and I was really hoping he would be a main character. But no, you gotta kill him off. Yeah, it also pisses me off that they killed off the captives that we did get to meet. Because why? We could have just brung the captives back to the base. Or, Toko could have just been like, hey, don't jump in the water, you dummy. I don't know. They killed off people that they probably shouldn't, in my opinion, they shouldn't have, because it could have really impacted the story a lot more having them there. But I guess they just needed a reason to kill off characters and make you feel despair. I don't know. I'm going on a whole tangent. Hog Curry is gonna go like, he was funny, but at the same time, he was extremely useless. The whole thing about Kirigiri being a ghost in chapter 5, was just a complete waste of time. Honestly. And, well, the only thing he was really, I wouldn't really say useful, but I'm going to use the word useful because I can't think of any other term, was he was useful for finding out that Celeste was the killer in chapter 3. Because, yeah, she picked him to be framed because he's dumb. Which, fair point. But then at the same time, she came up with this giant elaborate scheme that someone as stupid as him would never had made. Or came up with. Or, had been able to do. So, we knew from the very beginning that he was clear. Because there's no way he's stupid enough to, do all this elaborate stuff and then get caught in the suit. I don't know. But other than that, he was just there for comedic relief, I think. But I never really got annoyed by him, and I never really, he was funny. He made me laugh quite a bit. So, he goes into like. Hiyoko, though. I hate Hiyoko. I'm not gonna lie. The only thing she did is piss me off the entire game until she died. Everything that came out of her mouth was just pissed me off more and more, and the more I listened to her, the more angry I got. She made fun of Mikon for absolutely no reason. She was probably just jealous that Mikon is way cuter than her. They obviously wanted her to look like a little girl in the second game before she got that growth spurt. And well, honestly, I guess she's cute. But she also looks like she's 7. And if I call someone who looks like they're 7 cute, I might get called a pedophile. So, which, I'm not taking that chance. I can see how people like her design. I honestly don't like the little banana hair. I think it's over dramatic. She would have been cuter with if you're going for the lolly look, you could have did little small low pigtails. That probably would have looked better. But I don't know. I'm mostly talking personality wise. She sucked. She just brought the mood down every single time she was in frame. She had nothing good to say about anyone. That's really annoying, and she just complained a lot. Buki, stop, stupid mouse. I'm gonna put her in as well. I liked her. She was quirky and funny, but I didn't really get much time to know her. I didn't really hang out with her too much during the second game. So I just know her song was great. Someone made an actual cover of the song online, and it was really good. I listened to it for a bit. Excuse me, it's like almost 11 p.m. So I'm kind of tired. But moving on, we're gonna do fake Byakuya. I'm gonna go. I liked him. I didn't love him. He. I was kind of thrown off at first, because no one really thinks that it's an imposter, because it looks just like him. Honestly, it does. And I know they intentionally made it like that because he's the ultimate imposter, but what threw me off was him not being a spoiled brat for once and actually thinking about others. But it also confused me that he was in a classroom with a bunch of people who are supposed to be younger than him, which threw me off a lot. So, but in the end, he was pretty cool. He did try his best to keep everyone from dying, but Nagito ruined that. And I don't know, I don't have a lot to say about him, honestly. I'm gonna put this thing. What is that? Is that from, the book? I honestly don't know what or who that is. It's just a head with hair and a tongue. So I'm gonna put that in no opinion. If anyone knows who that is or what that is or where it's from, let me know, because I would really like to know. It looks like a demented version of Izuru, honestly. Speaking of Izuru, I'm gonna put him in. Oh, sorry. Oh, damn. Sorry. I am really tired, I guess. Damn. But yeah, I'm gonna put him neutral. I didn't see much of him. You don't even see much of him in the anime either. I honestly think it's a bit disappointing that you didn't get to see the remnants at all. The only remnant you see is Nagito and Ultra Despair Girls. And honestly, I think they should have showed more of the remnants. Remnants, that's it. I know in the anime, half the anime was they're not even remnants yet. But I think that in Ultra Despair Girls. Oh my god. I think that in Ultra Despair Girls, we should have seen a lot more of the remnants other than just Nagito. Okay, next is Jotaro. Honestly, I kind of love Jotaro. Yeah, he's disturbing and creepy, but that what makes him so interesting, honestly. And I think it's sad. I think all the backstories for the oh my god, I'm blanking. I am having a stroke. The kids, all the 5 little kids. I'll think of it here in a second. But Warriors of Hope, that's what it is. God, I'm just way too tired. I should have done this sooner. And I think all the backstories are really tragic and sad. And I think Jotaro's backstory was the most compelling one. I don't know. It just really got to me, and his design is really nice. His personality is really cool. Even though he has that gross little kid humor, which makes sense because he's 10, I think. But I just love him. I wish he had a better life. I hope he takes that stupid, disgusting mask off soon. Stop nailing people together. That'd probably start. That'd probably make his life a whole lot better. Well, that's fine. Moving on. We are going to Kirigiri's dad. I'm going to put him in no opinion. Because I didn't get to know him too well. At all. He literally dies in the first game. the first thing that happens in the first game is watching him die. In the anime, you don't really get to see much of him either, because he just talks to the teacher Chizuru. She's not cheese, okay? I just cannot think of the way to pronounce her name. I'm sorry for everyone who loves her. But he just talks to her, and he talks to his best friend about protecting Kyoko during the future arc. And then he goes off and dies. It was just, okay, cool. That's all we get to know about him. Junko Enoshima, I'm gonna put her up in favorites. Honestly, I think she is one of the best villains I have seen in media, in my opinion. I know there's probably a whole lot better than her, and I know a lot of people are just so annoyed, like, oh, she keeps coming back. When will she just go away forever and stop being the main antagonist for every single Danganronpa anything? It's like, fair enough. It did get a bit repetitive, especially after that whole thing with V3 and it being like a game and everything, or like a TV show. They should not have brought Junko back for that. They should have just let Samuki be her own thing, and it would have been great. But I think what Junko has done is phenomenal. Like, she was able to make the entire world go into chaos just because she was bored. Like, and then she had the great idea to put her consciousness into AI, so even after she died in the first game, she still wreaked havoc on everything and everyone in her path. Honestly, she is so great. I honestly do love her. The only thing that bothered me a bit was the repetitiveness of her coming over and over and over and over again. Which, if they do make a Danganronpa 4, I really hope she is not the antagonist, because that's just gonna be that's just their fault at that point. That's just them not being creative enough to get a new antagonist. You know, like just come up with something different, please. And honestly, if they do make a fourth one, I hope it is set in the universe of which everything is a TV show from like V3. I hope it's set in that universe. I don't know the canonicity of it, but I just like to believe that V3 is a different universe than the first two games and Ultra Spirit Girls, and that those three games actually did happen in their own universe, and that V3 is a whole different universe to where all of the other stuff is fiction. You know what I'm saying, right? I hope so. That's just what I like to believe. I don't exactly know if it's canon, but that would be pretty cool. And if they make a fourth game, they should really put it in the universe of which it is a whole like TV show, and they should show more of that world of people, volunteering for a killing game. Or maybe they should, fun idea, they should have a downfall of a killing game. Well, the audience comes and ruins everything, because why not? I don't know. I'm not that creative. But this dude, I'm gonna put him in hate. I didn't really like him too much. And it's not because he may or may not be gay. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if I'm confused, but I definitely think he is 100% gay for the other dude. I don't remember his name. Because the other dude in Chizu. Oh my god. I have to look this up now. It's really bothering me. Give me 1 second here. I'll find it, maybe. Chiza. Chiza. Chiza? I don't think I'm saying it right. Chiza? Is it Chiza? Chisa. Chisa. Chisa? I don't know. But her... And I don't know the other dude's name. I really don't. It's not on this list either. Yeah. No. I don't know, but Chiza and the other dude definitely had a thing going on. But then the boxing dude was like, oh yeah, I'm gay for you and I don't know. I don't know. He, other than the fact that he may, like, it's not because he's gay, okay? It's not. It's not because he's gay. It's because all he ever did was throw temper tantrums and punch things. He didn't think anything through. At all. And then he died, along with his lover. I don't know. Kaede did nothing wrong. I will preach this until the day I died. Kaede did nothing wrong. Yes, she planned a murder. Yes, she tried to kill somebody. But she did it out of the good of everyone. Just like Gonta, she did nothing wrong and I absolutely love her. I really, 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 really wish that she lived instead of Shuichi. They should have just switched it. I love Shuichi, don't get me wrong, I love him. But having Kaede as a main protagonist throughout the entire game would have been great. Excuse me. Especially since they could have used her character development against her. Because, yeah, with Shuichi, the character development was like, oh yeah, he's such a shy and not confident, and he has to like gain his confidence and whatever, and become a great detective. And then all that gets shattered at the end when if he realizes he's not real. But imagine what it would have been like for Kaede. They could have used all that character development against her. Because she's outgoing and creative and funny. And, you know, she's really brave and courageous. And just imagine watching every person die time after time again. She just loses all hope. And then at the very end, she's told that she's not even real. And that everything she believed in was fake and made up. So imagine how much of a powerful, like, impact that would have been on the entire game as a whole. Excuse me. I think that would have been way, way better story-wise than Shuichi. Even though I did love the little speech and stuff, I cried whenever I realized it was her and that we were switching over to Shuichi and then she died. I cried, honestly. I don't know, I just love Kaede. She's great. I realize I'm being really sexist. All my favorites are females. It's fine. Kaito, I'm gonna put him in neutral. I know a lot of people love Kaito, and some people even hate him, but like, he was just iffy for me. He was just kind of there. I know he was trying to be that motivational poster dude, and then he got sick and stuff, and like, I don't know. They were just trying to. I think they were trying a bit too hard to make us like Kaito as a character, and then they killed him off in a very dramatic way. I don't know, I just didn't see the appealing aspect of him, honestly. But I also never hated him. I don't know who you are. You have no opinion. I think you're from the book? Because I don't remember seeing you anywhere else. You might be from a book. Actually, I think you're from. I've seen like pictures. I think you're from the Kirigiri novels. If I'm wrong, please don't hate me. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna suggest. But soda. I never hated soda. I'm gonna put you in neutral. Yeah, he's like a huge simp, and his only thing was Sonia, Sonia, Sonia. But at least he was funny. He was really funny. And also, I've heard a lot of. This is gonna be like a whole side thing here about Chapter 3 for the second game. But I heard a lot of people like. I know they switched out Hiyoko and Kuzuryu the last minute. And so Hayoko's part in the third trial and the third investigation was like absolutely zero, basically. Because the only thing you did was dig a key out of her dress and look at her corpse. You never really saw like how she died, really. It never really went into depth. Like, oh, what's the murder weapon? How they like kill, or why they tied her up, and whatever. It was just really messy and rushed, and it could have been way better. And I might be stealing this from a. Yeah, I definitely read this on Reddit, but I really, really agree with what this person said. I don't remember. It was like a week ago when I read this, so I don't remember the username. I'm sorry. If you're that person, I'm sorry. I'm stealing. I'm completely stealing what you said. But they suggested that instead of Hiyoko dying in Chapter 3, it should have been Sonia who died in Chapter 3, going to get the mirror for Hiyoko. And then she, wrong place, wrong time, blah, 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 die. And also, I think that would have been way better, because Sonia didn't necessarily need character development. Honestly, she stayed exactly the same throughout the entire game. So, she should have died. And that would have gave Hiyoko a chance for her character development. It would have still gave Kuzuryu that character development right after those deaths. But then in addition, it would have gave Soda character development as well, because his personality would have shifted from, oh, I'm going to simp to Sonia, to something completely different. But I guess you can say Sonia had a small character development after Gundam died, but then she just quoted Gundam about not wanting to waste your life, and then nothing else after that. She stayed exactly the same basically throughout the whole game. And so I feel like if she would have died in place of Hiyoko, that would have gave a chance for Soda to have a lot more character development. And actually have been a pretty decent, a way better character than he already is now. But again, I never really hated him either, because he never really gave me a reason to hate him. But it's fine. This old dude, I'm gonna put him in neutral. I think he's one of the founders. I don't remember if he's the original Izuru, or if that's a different old dude. I just know he's one of the main people from Hope's Peak running the behind the scenes. And I don't know. I really don't even remember who he is. I just know he had a big part in Hajime's transformation. And then he had some kind of big part in the future arc with I don't know his name. The white-haired dude. Sorry, it's been a while. I've watched the anime. I did all of the games and anime and stuff 2 years ago. I don't have. There's like 100 characters. I can't remember them all. But moving on, Kibo. I liked Kibo. He was okay. Yeah, he was okay. That's about it. For a robot, he didn't really act like a robot. Now, I feel like being the ultimate robot, he would have been more than just a little feminist robotist. And just all he did was complain about robophobia. He didn't really use his robot powers until the very end, and he really could have saved a lot more than just 3 people if he would have just used his robot powers from the very beginning. But it's whatever. Who is this dude? This next he looks like Nakito's dad. I'm gonna put him in no opinion because I don't know who he is. It looks like a character card, but again, I didn't see most of them. Most of the character cards. So Kurumi, let me put you in neutral. I mean, like, she was really boring to me, honestly. And that whole thing about her being the president or whatever in chapter 2 was just so stupid, I think. Like, out of any motive, like, honestly, I'm not the brightest tool in the shed. I really should have realized that them giving her a motive that she's literally the president at age 16 would have been a big sign that, oh, this isn't like real. This is like a game or something, right? Like a game within the game within the game. But like my dumbass is like, no, I guess it's real, whatever. But honestly, I just think that whole thing was stupid. I really loved her execution though. It was a really, really good execution, I do think. V3 had some of the best executions. But I also think that's because since it was, like, you can tell by the executions that about how real it is. Like, let me explain. In the first game, most of the executions were realistic and that were plausible to do in real life, like the baseballs and the fire and I guess you could say the motorcycle. I don't think the motorcycle would necessarily have turned him into butter, but he could have definitely died from the motorcycle anyway, just not necessarily been turned into butter. Oh, dude, I know I'm missing one. No, well, the fourth one was the crushy thing, alter ego, turning it into a ball. See, those are all somewhat mostly realistic. But in the second game, it started becoming a bit, less realistic. But honestly, I can understand why, because they were actually in a AI program the entire time. Like, I guess the lava, well, it wouldn't have turned Taro into a fish stick or chicken nugget or whatever. He would have burned and melted alive. Which I'm so glad they didn't actually go into the gruesome details like that, because that would have been horrific. But it was great. Pecos, I guess you could count as realistic-ish. But Monokuma controlling her was not realistic. I mean, like, it wasn't like outrageous. None of them were outrageous. But Mikon's, oh my god. Mikon's whole execution was just a disaster. And completely unrealistic. Oh my god. I feel so bad. I love Mikon, but her, I just can't believe they did that. They did her so dirty, dude. And Shiaki's at the end. No. Gundam's was, I guess you could count as realistic. And Shiaki's, of course, was not realistic-ish. But in the third game, they start going all out. Kaede's execution, oh my god. They went out. And it's not necessarily about complete realism. I know some of the stuff in V3 could technically happen, like Kaede's execution or Gonta's execution. Technically, kind of could have happened. All the bee stinging and stuff. I'm just saying that I don't even know I don't even remember what I was ranting on about executions. But I'm just gonna move on because I completely forgot my point. I just started ranting about the executions because why not? Apparently. I didn't really like Mondo Taka, or Taka Mondo, or whatever he wanted to be called. Again, I feel like they wasted a perfectly good character. Because after the second trial, he just became an empty husk until he found the computer and became Super Saiyan. And then he died right after. That was such a waste. Such a waste. They gave him so much, I guess, the whole point is to, give them hope and then destroy afterwards for despair. But they could have gave him a chapter in his Super Saiyan form, at least. They could have gave him a chapter, but no. They just wasted a completely good character again. And I think Danganronpa has a really bad habit of getting good developed characters from the very beginning. Characters in the beginning that are very developed and well liked, and then just killing them early on or halfway through, and completely wasting their potential as a great character. Even if they do end up dying in chapters 4 or 5, it could have been great. Wasted potential, honestly. You're going to neutral. I didn't know him too much. I just know he was the friend of the principal, Kirigiri's dad, and that he protected Kirigiri like she was his own daughter and sacrificed himself for her. Which is sweet, honestly. I love Kirigiri, so I'm glad he did that. No offense, I just don't know him that well. I didn't love him. Kokichi now. I do love Kokichi. Although what he did to Gonta was awful. He was still one of the best characters in V3. He made everything so interesting. Oh my god, this is gonna be such a long video. But he was just great. And funny and interesting, and honestly I was kind of sad when he died. He would have been a great survivor. Kamaru, I like Kamaru. She had really good character development in Ultra Despair Girls. But at the same time, she was kind of annoying. She got through that baby phase pretty quickly, though, and actually became somewhat of a better character. I just really like her outgoing, energetic personality. Koikyo, I hate him. I always thought he was creepy, weird, and just the incest thing with his sister is weird. I don't know, I've just, his design is not bad. I personally don't like it that well. I think he looks like a Nazi. No offense to any Nazis out there, but I just think he looks creepy. His voice actor was great at doing his voice, but he sounded so creepy. I don't know. To put it in simple terms, Koikyo gave me the ick. and it kind of grossed me out, and I just never really liked him throughout the whole game. Kotoko. Again, I actually do like the Warriors of Hope. I like them all. Some people don't like them. But I like them. I think that destroying the world and killing a bunch of adults, I think they learned their lesson. And they're gonna grow up to be respectful, civilized individuals. I hope. Or they're just gonna turn out to be a bunch of mini Junkos. Who knows? We'll never know. This dude was really annoying. I forgot his name. But he just wouldn't shut up. And I think they purposely made him like that. Because literally every other character hated him. Just shut up. Also, I am trying to speed through this a bit more. This video is probably going to be over an hour long. And I don't do good at editing, so have fun with the uncut version of this. Kyoko, I absolutely love Kyoko. I have to say Kyoko is probably my favorite character out of everyone in the whole series, honestly. Kyoko, I'm just such a Kyoko stan. I had her as my background, but it seems that it defaulted back to Monokuma, which I don't know why. My computer's weird and I don't get it. But Kyoko, she has always been nice and understanding. She can be stern when she needs to, assertive. She knows exactly what she wants. She gets whatever she wants by doing the hard work for it. I've never had a reason to hate her. I've only ever had reasons to love her. And that's exactly why she's one of my favorites. This dude, I'm going to put him in neutral. Again, I don't remember him much. I remember, like, the main plot points of the anime, but I don't remember much of the people. I know he was a big part, especially when he went off trying to kill Makoto. I should really rewatch the anime. But it's fine. And I don't remember why he had such a big bone to pick with Makoto. I really don't remember. But I guess he's cool. I don't know. Mihiro, I'm gonna put her neutral. Like, no, actually, I'm not. I'm gonna put her in hate. I'm sorry, Mihiro. I just didn't like you throughout the second game. When you were such a Karen. Such a pushover. All you do is complain about us not being the way you want us to be, and it irked me. Maki, one of my favorite characters yet again. I really liked her backstory. Like, finding out she was an assassin was such an amazing part of the game. Like, honestly, you could probably tell from the very beginning. Because she obviously was not a child caregiver. She just didn't have the right kind of, vibe for that. But at the same time, I was not expecting assassin. It was pretty great. I absolutely love her. Makoto, I love Makoto. Despite what anyone else says, Makoto is my favorite protagonist. And because there's nothing you can really hate about him. He's just a normal dude living his normal life. He just so happens to be a little bit luckier than everyone else. It's not as insane as Nagito's luck, but he's pretty great. He's a very respectable man. Now I'm going to put you in neutral. I do like the Warriors of Hope. I like them all. But he just didn't stand out to me that much. Like, it sucks that his dad beat him and everything, and that really sucks. It really does. but he just acted like a normal kid who has alcoholic parents. Normal kid who's just trying to reach out for attention. He didn't really stand out to me as much as the other ones. I'm gonna put you in no opinion. Mostly because you actually don't get to know her character. It's Monica controlling her from the very beginning, so you don't really get to know her character at all. Unless you do, and I'm just stupid. Mikon, I love Mikon. She was great. I think I spent most of my free time with her before she died, and she was great. I am running out of so many things. I think I've said great about 100 times in this episode or video or whatever. It's fine. It's almost midnight, and I'm going a bit crazy from sleep deprivation. It's fine. I'm fine. I promise. But anyway, Mikon, great person. I love her. I don't have too many negative things to say about her. I wish they would have, I wish they didn't sexualize her as much. I don't know why. I think it's also it might be part of her character that she is just doing a lot of this stuff for attention. I don't know. I'll have to go deep into her backstory. I might do character analysis on literally everyone eventually, so it'll be fine. I'll get to you eventually, Mikon. Miyu, I liked Miyu. She was kind of like the extroverted version of Mikon, but more selfish. She definitely got sexualized way too much. And excuse me, sorry about that. But apparently the developer Kadaka made her purposely hateable because they wanted her to be hated on purpose. And I don't hate her. I really don't. I just feel like she was sexualized way too much. But the back and forth with her and Kokitu was really funny. So and I did like her as a character. I could see where she was coming from. Her reasoning for trying to commit murder was really selfish. But at the same time, I really like the more realistic reasoning for it, so it's fine. Monica, you're an annoying little brat, honestly. I don't really like her that much. She was an annoying, selfish little brat the whole time and felt entitled to everything. And I feel like she will make a comeback eventually if they ever make another game. Oh my god. Sorry. Wanda, I liked neutral. He was okay. He was my bro, but it was funny watching him turn into butter. Yeah, I don't have much to say about Mondo. I didn't like Mono Dam. Are you Mono Dam? I think so. Yeah, Mono Dam. I didn't like him. He was a psychotic little bastard, and he wasn't really that interesting. Just like Mono Kid, he was just really annoying and didn't have much more of a personality other, let me scream, let me make sexual innuendos, and everything else. Who in the absolute world could hate Monokuma? I know there's some people who do. I've watched a lot of content about Danganronpa, so I know there are people who do hate him, but how? I don't really think he's that annoying. He is a very big, important part of the game, and I honestly think he's one of my favorite characters. He's my favorite mascot in all of everything. So, and Monami, I absolutely hate Monami. Oh my god, I thought she was just annoying and useless throughout the entire second game. It would have been just so much better if it was just Monokuma, or it would have been so much better if Monami was evil. It would have made her so much more interesting. But they threw her in a diaper and made her a whiny little baby, so. Moving on. We'll put Mono Fanny. Yeah, no. She had that weird incest thing going on with Mono Taro. But it is weird. Honestly, I didn't like many of the Mono Cubs. I'm just gonna put them all in hate. They were all kind of annoying, and it really would have been a better experience without them. I like Mukuro. I'm so sad we didn't get to see so much of her in the first game. I have not read Danganronpa if I really want to, but I know you have to beat the second game, and my save file got deleted, so if I want to do that, I either have to look it up or go through the entire second game again, which is a lot of hours. I got like most of the way through it, and then my save file got deleted again. So that sucks. But I do like Mukuro. What I've seen of her in the anime, yeah, she seemed like a little simp. I'm really hoping she wasn't like lusting for Junko, because that would be weird. Well, I'm gonna just start putting some of these other people. I don't know you. I think this chick here, I think she was, what's her name? Saika. I think that was Saika's friend. I don't know this other dude. You look like you're from a book. You look like you're from a book. I don't know you. You look like Mondo's brother, which I still don't have no opinion on you. You look like you're from a book. I don't know you. This is, definitely Taka's dad, but still no opinion. No opinion on Toko's bug. I don't know who this is. Don't know who you are. We're just gonna skip through a bunch of these because I don't know you people. I don't know y'all people. Just from down here. I don't know him either. You are definitely from the Kirigiri books, but again, I haven't read them, so no opinion. I know you're from Danganronpa Zero. I know you're from Danganronpa Zero. I do know, I did get spoiled for Danganronpa Zero, so I do know this is Junko. If no one else knew that, I'm so sorry for spoiling it, but I do know that's Junko that erased her memory and stuff. I accidentally got spoiled from a Danganronpa fan song, and it was like I had to look it up, and I didn't even know there was books until I like listened to it and like, what the heck, who's Ryoko? So I had to look it up, and then I got spoiled. I really do want to read the books though. I ordered them, and then they came in Japanese, and I was like, oh shit. It's fine. But I have no opinion on any of these people because I don't know who you all are. You. I'm gonna shove you neutral. You okay. He was the most important character out of all 5 of them, I think. Well, I guess Monica, it was important to story as well. But he was like the most actual dedicated person to wanting to have the paradise. Nagito, I think people are going to absolutely hate me for this, or absolutely love me for this. It's going to be no in between, but Nagito is literally my favorite character right next to Kyoko. Like, I don't know. I'm just kind of like obsessed with Nagito. I really like his character. I love his design. I love his voice. It's just, it's just nothing. I love how psychotic and crazy he is. I know a lot of people say he's annoying and whatever, and he's weird. It's like whatever. I love him, and he's great, and I love him, and that's it. And you guys will judge me most likely. No, I didn't like her. Kuzuryu's sister. She was just a giant bully. I didn't really like her. She didn't have much of like a character arc because she died, but it's fine. Nakumaru, I didn't hate. I thought he was kind of annoying, but for always wanting to shit everywhere. But other than that, he didn't really have a big presence in the game, especially since he was gone for basically the entirety of Chapter 3. And then he died right after in Chapter 4. I guess they tried giving him a bit more screen time at the beginning of Chapter 4, but it didn't really help him that much. Peko, I liked Peko. She wasn't that bad. Her death made me cry. I cried during the whole scene between her and Fuyuko. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm so tired. Rantaro. I'm gonna put him in neutral. I didn't. Like, he had a kind of a good comeback in the. I wouldn't really say comeback because he died. But. Again, missed opportunity. They shouldn't have killed him in the first fucking chapter. And he would have had so much potential to make the game so interesting. And they killed him in the first chapter. I can't believe that. But whatever, you do what you want, Kadaka. I absolutely hate you, Candy Girl. You abuse everyone around you. She abused her friend. And... Damn, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But she killed off probably one of my favorite people in the anime. Because she is selfish and she was scared. And I absolutely hate you, and I really like that your death was brutal. I'm so sorry. I'm being so mean, but it's whatever. My opinion, suck it up. Ryoma neutral. He was just a neutral character. I guess they tried giving him a bit of character by saying that he lost everyone he loved and no one's there for him, and now has nothing to live for. But I don't know. The whole thing just didn't interest me. Yeah, I felt bad for him, but at the same time, his whole backstory was really outrageous, and I don't know. I just didn't. I just think it was too outrageous for a 16-year-old. Oh, I defeated the entire mafia with my tennis racket. And then they killed my entire family. Boo-hoo. I mean, yeah, it's sad and depressing, but, it was just really outrageous. And it didn't really make that much sense to me, so... I'm gonna put you in neutral, even though I didn't really like you. You're also one of the really big reasons why the whole world crumbled upon itself, because you got manipulated by Junko and was forced to make brainwashing animation. Should've just stayed home, dude. Should've just stayed home. Sakura, I like Sakura. She was nice, but I don't know. She just... I'm running out of words to say. It's been like an hour and it's almost midnight and I'm tired. Just know that I had absolutely no issues with Sakura, even after she was found out to be the traitor. She was, she still did everything she could to protect everyone, and I had no issues with her whatsoever. I'm gonna put Sato in neutral because, like, yeah, she did kill what's her face Kuzuru's sister, but she also, like, I don't blame her. She was being tormented by her every day, and she was tormenting Mihiru as well. And I know Sato and Mihiru are like BFFs, so I can understand why she had a pretty good reason to kill her. But at the same time, that's like the only interesting thing about her character. That she was Mihiru's friend and that she killed a Yakuza. And then instantly got like killed by the Yakuza afterwards by Fuyuhiko. I assume. That's fine. Saika, I don't like Saika, I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, yeah, when I first started the game, I thought she was a nice character, and I thought we were gonna have really good character development together with Makoto and her. But then she tried framing me for murder, and then died. And then, oh, I feel guilty for trying to frame you. I'm gonna use my last dying strength to write up the killer's name and help you. Like, that doesn't make up for the fact you still tried to kill me. And so ever since then, I was just like, I just didn't really like her. And then she always seemed like this manipulative, selfish idol girl who just wanted to get whatever she wanted. And there is no doubt she has done a bunch of shady things to get to the pop idol she is now. I'm gonna put you in neutral. I like you a lot more than the candy chick. Definitely a lot more, but I felt I just felt sorry for her the entire time. And then, honestly, I was kind of rooting for her whenever she turned into that giant monster and went off to kill Candy Chick. I was really rooting for her. Neutral. She was okay. She was okay. That's all I have to say about her. Yeah, I guess she was a bit annoying at times, but she was okay. I like Shuichi. He's my second favorite protagonist. When I do say protagonist, I know I should be counting Kaede, but does it really count if she was only a protagonist for one chapter? I'm not counting her, really. So when I say protagonists, I'm only talking about Hajime, Makoto, and Shuichi. I'm not talking about Kaede or Makoto's sister. Kamaru, that's her name. Moving on. Sonia, she was okay. Again, she didn't really do much for the entire game. No character development, nothing really that interesting. She didn't really say, she wasn't really that funny. I guess some of the things, like the culture things she did was funny. A bit, but like, at the same time, it's just, I like you. He was my favorite person in the future arc. Besides the characters from the first game, of course. And I really think he was done so dirty by Candy Chick. Like, I just really love his design, and I love how dedicated and loving he is. He would be like a really great boyfriend, and he was a great boyfriend. And then he got betrayed, and he, even then, after being betrayed, he accepted it and still loved her in his dying moments. Like, oh my god. is so great. I liked you. I wish we would have been able to see more of Chihiro's dad. Well, of course, I made my rant earlier about it. They killed him off way too early, blah, 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 blah. I already did it, not gonna go into it again. Taka. I love Taka. I love, like, I like the very beginning Taka. He had a really outgoing personality, and even though he was kind of annoying at first, you grow to love him, really. He's such a sweet, innocent child that just wants the best for everyone, even if he is a bit extreme with it. I'm not gonna lie, Tenko was really annoying for me. I did grow to like her a bit more than I do now. But, I didn't put a dislike in this, so she's going in hate. I don't think I necessarily hate her, but she's also not high enough to be considered neutral. She was really annoying. The only thing she wanted to do was fuck Himiko the entire time. But, other than that, I know she had good intentions, and she was. Now, Teru, I hate him for a lot of reasons. Probably for most of the reasons that a lot of other people hate Teru. And that the only thing he ever wanted to do was have sex with anything and everything in sight. Anything that could walk, he would probably have sex with it. And it just got repetitive and annoying. It's like, why? Just be normal. Just stop. And then, like, his backstory was okay, I guess. Him crying out for his mom and stuff. But then it turns out, you find out he actually ate his mom. So, like, then his whole backstory about him wanting to see his mom. Because I know it's awful for me to say this and think this, but I really just think it would be hilarious to see his reaction to whenever he finds out he ate his mom. So, Toko is going up here in my favorites. I did my spiel with Genocide Jack. I really learned to love Toko as she got more character development. Samugi, she was okay. I didn't pay attention to her throughout the entire V3 game because, I believe this is 100% intentional. I think they purposely made her so plain and boring, so no one would suspect she was the mastermind of V3. And honestly, for me, it worked. I didn't pay no attention to her. I didn't realize at all that she could have had anything to do with anything. And then she turned out to be a mastermind. It's like, oh my god, the shock value was great. So anyway, Monami, I did my spiel about Monami. Osami, Monami, same character, same diaper. Yuta, I actually really liked Yuta, and I wish we would have got to see more of him. And well, he, again, yeah, we didn't get to see much of him. He was a great character. I'm really sad that Asahina lost her brother so soon. And, of course, this dude, I had to put him in hate. Not only, like, he was very uncooperative and useless and emotional throughout the entirety of Ultra Despair Girls, he's also low-key a pedophile, and I wholeheartedly believe that he sexually assaulted Monica at one point in time. Which, I wouldn't be surprised if it was true. I would kind of be surprised if it's not true, but it was somewhat implied within the game. And I just don't like him. Looking at him makes me feel icky. But anyway, that was the last one. I'm finally gonna stop this video. It's probably been going on for way too long. But it is fine. Anyway, just some extra side notes. The second game was definitely my favorite game. Out of all of them, I didn't personally get to play Ultra Despair Girls. I did get to read it, which was a fun experience, I believe. And comparing the manga to the game was really interesting. I do, like, I can see the good and bad in all of these characters. I do think a bunch of characters, like, lost a lot of potential. And if they do make a Danganronpa 4, an official one, I really, really, really hope that they do better by their characters. And they do so much better with the story, and that they don't make Junko the enemy, because that would just be annoying and repetitive once again. But anyway, any Danganronpa fans that stumble upon this video, I hope you liked it, and I hope you stick around for more Danganronpa videos in the future. Of course, I'm not going to be an all Danganronpa channel. I'm going to be doing other stuff, like mostly Minecraft, probably. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing with this channel yet. But I hope you liked it. I hope you stick around for more videos and whatever. And I hope you harshly judge me for all of my pickings. I wish I could have gotten into more depth about these characters, no opinion people, but honestly, I just, like, I have no choice. Half of them are from the books, so it's fine. Maybe one day when I actually get a chance to go through the books and stuff, I will come back and I'll do a new tier list and see if my opinions have ever changed. Because reading stuff online and rewatching or replaying the games definitely makes me think more about it and get more different opinions about characters and storylines and whatnot. But anyway, I'm going to end this video. It's already been about maybe an hour and a half long, and I need to go to sleep, and I'm really tired. So I will see you guys all later. Goodbye.